Today is Sunday, the 4th of August, and we are back here at the Easy Willett Park. Last weekend, we had the 50-over matchup between St. Kitts and Nevis, and St. Kitts won that game quite handsomely in the end by all of 48 runs. Today is a T20 encounter between the two teams. Nevis has had a couple of changes. Kian Pemberton is one of them. He's a fast bowler coming in from the pavilion end to bowl the first ball, and that's wide. Starting badly there. Luther Kelly pulls out the wide arms looking for the scorer and indicating that it's a wide. So bad start there by Kian Pemberton, former West Indies under 19 player. So Nevis showing a couple of changes. We have Siobhan Jeffers doing wicket keeping duties today. He's certainly an addition to the team. Here he goes, moves in second delivery, turns it into the onside, but finds the man at square leg. That looks like the captain. Picking it up nicely and threatening to throw down the stumps. Batsman had to hustle back into his crease. Good news is that Onaje Amri, who was left out of that first game, is in today. He's cutting this one into the offside. Man at third man comes in. They're thinking of the second. Almost committed himself to it as well, but he had to hustle back. And so they're off and running. St. Kitts, well, they're already off and running with the wide, now gone on to 2 for no loss. Baton starting just a little bit too short for the moment. Races in now to bowl. 2 wide, short and wide. That's another wide. Bowling as if he hasn't bowled for a while, Kian Pemberton. So it's going to be Pemberton once more from the pavilion end. Powerfully built fast bowler. Nevis in their new maroon outfit. Races in now to bowl. This time he's leaving it alone, making some height outside the off stump, pulls the bat inside the line, allows it to go through to Jeffers. So it's going to be Pemberton once more. Powerfully built fast bowler. Races in now to bowl. That's close! Luther Kelly's unimpressed though, as he was trying to turn it into the onside. Struck on the pad. Kelly might have ruled that that was missing leg stump. And so the batsman lives to fight another day. Pemberton it is from the pavilion end. Races in once more to bowl. This time he's pushing it just slightly uppishly into the offside. And Clark moving around quickly picks it up. Clark also into the team. So we have a couple of omissions from the last team. Clark there picking it up, dropping well short of him. Pemberton it is, getting some encouragement from the crowd. Moves in now to bowl. He's getting that one, making some height. He dabs it nicely down towards the man at third man. Again, they're thinking of the second, but I don't think too seriously on that occasion because the fielder was very quick to it, and that ends over number 1. It's just about 4 for no loss. Kimani Nisbet, and he'll be coming in from the Bart Hotel end. He also made it into the Nevis team last year for the first time. And we'll be moving in now to bowl. There he goes. He's driving at that, not timing it. Hits it into the onside. Looks as if he wanted to heave it actually. Mid-on is in and mid-off is in. So I think he wants to go over the top. So it's going to be Nisbet from the historic Bart Hotel end. Steams in now to bowl. Pulls up. So here goes once more. Nisbet steams in now to bowl. He's backing away. Again, he's just having a heave, backing away, making some height, shoot to the keeper. So we have a pretty packed offside field. We have a man at slip. And then we have a man at point, man at extra cover, man at mid-off. And here goes Nisbet racing in once more to bowl. This time he's off the edge. Well, it is racing across. He stops it nicely and gets the return in. Very quick work that. And restrict the batsman to a single. So the man at slip is a tall Onaje Amri. Captain is also a very tall man. So here he goes, moves in now to beaten, comprehensively beaten. Kept down somewhat too, and well taken there by Jeffers. He was comprehensively beaten on that occasion. That one was quick and it kept a bit low. And well taken by the wicketkeeper, Jeffers. The captain, Theron Busso, he's also a very tall man. Then you have Onaje Amri. I'll get back to that. Here he goes, moves in now to bowl. This time he's turning it nicely. The man is a little bit slow in reacting. They should get two here. And as Kian Pemberton picks it up eventually. And he's not the shortest of guys either. So you have a man like Onaje Amri here with the ball. Then you have a man like Theron Klang Busu here collecting the ball. These guys, if they get any taller, they should get a ticket from the police. I mean, these guys are tall. Here he goes. Nisbet it is. Steams in now to bowl. He's punching at that one. There's a tall man. Pulling it out of the air is Bosu as it bounced in front of him. And it was pretty high, but he plucked it out of the air easily and preventing any chance of a run. That ends over number 2. And so the score just about 8 or so. Not too sure, but just around 8 or so for no loss after 2 overs. But it's going to be over number 3 now, being bowled by Kian Pemberton. He's swinging into that. The man races across Akadiento Willett. Can't prevent the single though. Again, the batsman looking at the bottom of the bat because he was trying to go big once more and not timing it again. But they finally got a single in the end. Pemberton turns at the pavilion end and we'll move in now to bowl. Here he goes, moves into bowl. He's on the back foot, plays it defensively into the offside. And that looks like Clark racing across, picking it up nicely. Can't score. Somebody's telling the batsman it's a 20 over encounter and not a 50 over encounter. Apparently they're not happy to see a defensive shot played. 2020 doesn't mean that every shot has to be a big whoosh. He's driving, well stopped by the bowler, Pemberton. Stopping it nicely in his follow through. So Kian Pemberton it is. Turns off a pretty long run up. Pretty smooth looking run up as he races in now to bowl. He's pulling at that one. He might get it into the backward of square boundary. The man is racing across. He tries, but I think the effort maybe not the best, and it's gone for 4. Digging that one in, the man pulled it away backward of square, and the fielder from long leg raced across. The effort I thought could have been a little better by Kimani Nisbet, and it went into the boundary for 4. So here goes once more. It's going to be Pemberton. Fast bowlers don't like to be treated like that. And he's hitting this one into the offside. Uppishly, they'll get at least 2 here. The fielder chases after it. They get 2 very easily in the end. That looks like Fobbs getting the return in there. 2 more to the total. And so the batsman showing his intention, making it very clear what he wants to do. Here he goes now, moves into bowl. He's flicking at that one. That's not taken well by Jeffers, and it goes away to fine leg. Man comes across, and 1 more to the total. So carrying strike. Here's Pemberton bowls. He's backing away. Heaves it. Is he going to get there? He's dropping just inside the boundary. A couple of bounces gone for 4. Definitely planned that long before the ball came to him. He was backing away. Heave-ho. Didn't time it all the best, but it went away into the boundary for 4. Long off is not in, and so it's a pretty safe shot in the end. I'm sure Percy would be happy with that. Well, we have gotten the names of the batters. It's Saunders in strike now. Carey is the non-striker. And Carey would have played some pretty exciting knocks. I've seen him at the Viogen grounds. A very aggressive player. And you could see the mindset in the last over. Nisbet it is. Continuing now from the batter tail end. Races in now to bowl to Saunders. That struck on the pad, but it seems as if it pitched well outside the leg stump. There was a loud shout from the players. And the umpire certainly not impressed. Here goes once more. Races now. He turns it into the onside. Well stopped by the man at short mid-wicket position. Can't score. So here he goes once more. Nisbet steams in now to bowl to Saunders. He's driving in the air, and there might be a chance for a run out, but they were very quick between the creases. It was in the air. It passed Busso definitely in the air, but it was safe in the end. One more to the total as the man at mid-off. They still have not put a long off or long on in place. They're challenging the batsman, really. You want to go over the top, go over the top, and we'll see what happens from there. It's going to be Nisbet. Looking brisk. Turns now. Races in now. To bowl this time to Carey. Backing away. Crash. Oh, dropped. He was backing away as he did in the previous over. Jamie Cornelius put up his hands. Got his hands straight. And he still ruined the chance there. Let's hope he didn't get that finger damage in the process. Yeah, that should have been a catch, really. His hands went up. He got his hands straight. And the batsmen were able to get two in the end, but a definite chance there for Carey. It's going to be Nisbet racing in once more to bowl to Carey. Backing away again, slaps it down the ground. The man races across, stops it nicely at mid-off. He can't score. So he's deciding that the best shot to play today is to back away and just swing, at least until the power play overs are over. And he didn't score on that occasion. But the intentions are pretty clear right now. Well, Clark has been introduced into the attack. And so Pemberton has been rested for the moment. Clark, who had some very exciting stints in England, would have learned a lot there. Moves in now to bowl. Short and took it off his face virtually. Literally took it out of his face. It was a decent bouncer, that told you, and he's a short man, and that literally was taken out of his face there by Saunders, right? So, my goodness, Saunders just managed to get his bat on that. Maybe he would have done better ducking out of the way. And immediately we see some changes. The man goes back, the tall man, Unaji Amri. Percy was saying, well, I'll get back to that, as Clark will move in now to bowl. Stopped. Percy was saying that when you look at Teron Busso, Klang, the captain, and you look at Onaje Amri, if those guys get any taller, the police should give them a ticket. Here he goes more. Stops again in his run-up. And they're both spinners. Interestingly, both spinners. Tall man like that should be a fast bowler. So it's going to be Clark. Races in now from the pavilion end. Bowls. This time he's turning it into the outside. Finds a man a little slow in reacting. And the return comes in. But I thought he was a little slow there in reacting. Maybe didn't think that they were going to try for the single, but they were off and running. And it was Nisbet, I think. A little slow. And they were safely through in the end. Here's Clark moving in now to bowl. He's hitting it in the air. Somebody's going back. Takes the catch. He's gone. Slow ball. He went through the shot very early. He held it back somewhat there, Clark. The man was backing away. There was no pace on it. And he just hit it in the air. Well caught in the offside. Wicket number one goes. St. Kitts lose their first wicket. It looks like Saunders. Carey it is. Carey is coming back. Caught in the offside. Backing away. No pace on the ball. And so Carey comes back. Well, the new batsman is Jaleel Clark, who is an exciting prospect. He's slapping this one into the offside. And he punches it through the vacant area and gone for 4. He played that shot as if he was in the pavilion saying, "What are these guys out there doing? I'll show them how to do it." I mean, first ball up, he just slapped it nonchalantly through the offside for 4. So Percy Daniel indicating that he made 2 centuries in Antigua in the practice games for the Leewards. Very exciting player he is. As here is Clark. He's going to bowl once more to Clark, Jalil. Here he goes. Races in now. To bowl, he's cutting this one down. Diving away. Dived over it, actually. It's going to run pretty close to the boundary. Races after it. And I think it may have gone into the rope, has it? The return comes in. Let's see if there's any signal. There is no signal. Luther Kelly still waiting. No signal. So 2 more to the total. Clark looks as if he's in a hurry. Maybe the boat, there's a message from the boat that they have to get back to the pier within a certain time. Because the way he has come out as if to say, well, I was in the pavilion watching this thing and I'm not sure y'all are going at the right pace here. Here he goes. He's struck. Or did that come off the pad or off the bat? And let's see if there's a signal. Yes, off the pad, definitely. And so beaten there, struck on the pad. And so 1 more to the total. And I'm lost in terms of the scorecard, but I think it would be in the 20s now. Some 5 overs completed. It's going to be, it's Akadi into Willett into the attack. He's driving, Willett leaps into the air, pulls it out of the air, stops it in his run-up. And so Clark can't score on that occasion. So it's Willett. Races in now to bowl to Clark. Pulls up. Rhythm not right, and so he has pulled up. Here he goes. Bowls. He's driving down towards the man at mid-wicket. And could a direct hit might have just done it there. Jamie Cornelius was quickly in and missed the stumps, but I think the batsman would have been flat-footed on that occasion. So here goes once more. Willett moves in now to bowl to Clark. Clark is punching this one into the offside. The tall man, Bosso, can't even pull that one in. It's racing into the extra cover boundary. The man comes across, pulls it in, and they'll get 2, thinking of the 3rd. And they get it easily in the end. Good running between the 2 players. So Saunders calling him for the 3rd. And I think they're going to have a little chat about that because Clark was a little slow in reacting, but they got it safely in the end. At the 2 tall men pretty close to each other. Willett moves in now. He's on the back foot. There's Saunders. Squeezes it back up the strip to the bowler. So they're within almost touching distance. They're so tall that I think if one extends an arm, they'll touch arms. One is at extra cover, one at cover. And the 2 tallest men out there in the field. Onaji Amri and Theron Klangboso. Meantime, it's a much shorter accordion to Willett. Racing in now to bowl to Saunders. Saunders is dabbing this one. The man dives across, stops it nicely. Well, effectively. And can't score. That looks like Jaden Carmichael stopping it nicely in the end. Here goes Willett. Races in now to bowl to... Oh, my goodness, that was a poor shot. He was trying to heave. And he missed it completely, and the ball shaved the off stump. True to keeper Jeffers. And that ends over number 5. Well, it's going to be Clark who will continue from the far end. And he'll be bowling to Jalil Clark, the exciting number 3 batsman for St. Kitts. So Bosso making a couple of adjustments to the field, bringing a man in from 3rd man. So it's going to be Clark. Moves in now to bowl. He's hitting it in the air. Jamie Cornelius is right there waiting. He takes the catch. He's gone. Hit it straight down the throat of Jamie Cornelius. Clark has struck again. Percy Daniels says he's a wicket taker. So hitting it down the throat of Jamie Cornelius at long on. And that's wicket number 2. Nevis celebrate. So the big bat, Jaleel Clark, has gone. Definitely not playing with intent on that occasion. I think it was in his half. Had he hit it a lot harder, could have gone sailing into the Best Buy supermarket area. But Clark is bowling well. He has picked up two so far. Moves in now to bowl. Turns it into the onside. That's the new man, Odin, who top scored last week with 47 in the 50 over encounter. He's the son of Larry Phillip out of Jessops. Larry is the brother of Warrington Phillip and a very keen cricketer himself. So Larry Odin, his son out of St. Kitts, is batting now. Here he goes, moves in now. He's turning it into the outside off and running. The man Busu races in and they're home. Thinking of the second to his Odin, but backed up there. It looks like Jelani Manners. So one more to the total. So here goes Clark. Races in now to bowl two, full toss that is. Over pitch. I think he was trying a slow ball and just got it wrong on that occasion. Fielded there by Jamie Cornelius. One more to the total. One more to Saunders and St. Kitts. So it's going to be Clark once more. Moves in now to bowl to the taller man there. Ordain gets that slower bouncer again and signaled wide by the umpire. Trying to tease him into a similar shot that got rid of Kerry. And this time Ordain refrained, pulled out of the shot, decided against it. As Percy Daniel indicated, he's a thinking bowler. Races in now to bowl. He's turning it into the outside. That's away from the man at backward of squares. Racing after it. Can he pull it in? It looks as if he will. And they get two very easily. Nice wristy shot that time by O'Dane. So he doesn't seem as if he's going to be belting the ball around like Jaleel Clark, but he's a touch player. He has played a couple of shots there, wristy shots. Looks as if he's going to score regularly. So it's going to be Clark once more. Here he goes. Batsman deciding to have a little confab. So Tijari Clark, better known as Bloop. And he's picked up 2 wickets so far. So it's Clark from the pavilion end. Races in now to bowl to O'Dane. O'Dane is backing away, not timing it though. There was more power. Well, the look of it, it looked as if it was a powerful shot, but there was absolutely no timing on it. It just bobbled down to long on. Jamie Cornelius ran in and picks it up one more to the total. Well, it's going to be Acadian to Willett, moving in now to bowl to O'Dane. That's as wide as they get. That ball must have gotten out of his hand. Willett just didn't get it right on that occasion. The umpire indicated a no ball. He signaled a no ball. That's interesting. Oh, dropped well outside of the box. Dropped outside of the box, indicated by Percy Daniel. So it's called a wide, so it's a free hit. O'Dane has all license now to swing and look towards the Bath stream. Let's see how he handles this one. Can Willett bowl a good delivery here? He's smashing it, but there's a man deep. Is it quick enough? Onaje Amri, he bends down. He had to go a long way down, and they're going back for the second, and a weak return for a big man. I thought I would have seen a more powerful return from a big man, but that was a weak return there, Percy. Weak. Yeah, that was a weak return from Onaje. I thought that would have had the keeper backing away. Here he goes now. Willett racing in now to bowl to O'Dane. Flicks at this one. It might be signaled wide. Will be signaled wide. As Clark has a problem trying to pick up his hat here. As it races away from him. Wind picking up here at the ETW. Here goes once more. Willett races in now to bowl. Beaten, comprehensively beaten there. Tentative shot for the very first time. On that occasion, no show of confidence there from O'Dane. A little tentative dab. It was through him, well taken by Jeffers, and completely beaten on that occasion. So here goes Willett. Races in now to bowl to O'Dane, dabs it nicely. Nice touch shot once more. Clark races across. They're thinking of the second. Saunders almost overcommitting there. Poor return there from Clark, but backed up in the onside by Jamie Cornelius. One more to the total. Willett it is. Races in now to bowl. He's swinging into that, but well short of the man at long on. That's Jelani Manners. They're thinking of the second, and the return comes in. And they might even think about it now with O'Dane racing down. But I think Saunders was a little, well, he wasn't looking, and I don't think O'Dane had called him, had to rush back. Here goes Willett bowls. Well played on that occasion. Well bowled by Willett. And he squeezes down on that. Does O'Dane back up the strip to the bowler. Here goes once more. Willett races in now to bowl to O'Dane. Smashes this one into the offside. Bosso dives, but not pulling it in. The tall Onaje Amri as well. He comes in, picks it up. One more to the total. Ends the over. Well, the captain, Theron Busso, comes into the attack. One of the tall men out there. And I believe that his compadre, another tall man, Onaje Amri, might be coming on soon from the other end. Two tall men, and they both spin. They're not pace bowlers. So here's Busso. First ball up. Balls to O'Dane. He's flicking at that. Hits him on the pad. He bangs the bat into the pad because he's thinking, I should have gotten that over mid-wicket. And he's getting some advice from his teammates. Oh, he was a no ball. Apparently he overstepped first ball up. And so it's going to be a free hit. So let's see what O'Dane does. He's down the track. He swings it. But there's a man coming across. But he's only going to watch it land over the boundary. That's 6. So he jumped into it and heaved it over long off for 6. So 6 more to the St. Kitts total. Poor start by Theron Busso, the captain, who needs to lead by example here. No ball, free hit, then a 6. Here he goes, moves in now to bowl to O'Dane. He's struck at the bat, it's close! Luther Kelly says no. Must have been pretty close on that occasion. But Luther Kelly says no. He's close to the action. Here he goes once more. Busso moves in now to bowl to. He's on the back foot. He's cutting, beaten, through to the keeper. So good comeback here by Busso. There was O'Dane cutting at that one. Getting more advice from his teammates. Here's Busso. He's tall, lanky. Here he goes. He's on the front foot. There's Jamie Cornelius bubbling with it and giving away an extra run there. So one more to the total. You'll want to keep the man on strike, having beaten him already a couple of times. So the pressure eased, and that would bring Saunders back into strike. He has been there from the start of the innings, Saunders. As here he goes, moves in now to bowl. He's on the back foot, squeezes it into the outside. Jamie Cornelius comes across and can't prevent the single. So losing the bat in the process there, Saunders. The intention was clear. From the time he turned it into the onside, he was off and running. O'Dane responded, and Jamie Cornelius tried his utmost but couldn't prevent the single. Proving to be a pretty expensive over here for Busso. Moves in now to bowl. He's solidly, quietly forward is O'Dane. Plays it back up the strip to the bowler. That ends the over. Well, Onaje Amri, who was left out of the first game, he's definitely in now, and he's into the attack. The off spinner. Here he goes, full toss, driven into the offside. Well stopped there by the other tall man in the field. That's the captain Busso, diving across and stopping that one. Taken on the full there, driven into the offside by Saunders. Here he goes once more. Amri bowls. He's on the back foot, and that one spun back at him. He was trying to dab it, and the ball spun back at him. So getting a little bit of bite from this track already, and certainly the batsman a bit undone there. So here goes once more. Moves in now to bowl shorter. He's turning it into the outside. They're thinking of the single. The man is a bit slow. Kian Pemberton certainly seemed like he was dreaming there. Very slow in reacting, and they were off for the single. A little stuttering start too. But I'm realizing that Pemberton wasn't reacting quickly. They got through safely. One more to the total. So that will bring Odean back into strike. Last week he made 47. He has started pretty smoothly so far. Seems to be a kind of touch player. Here goes. Amri Bo, he's driving. And down to the man at the wide long off position. They get one very easily, but he was getting to the pitch of the delivery and driving it nicely there. Odean picking up another single. So one more to the total. Saunders comes back into strike. As it's going to be Amri. Moves in now to bowl to Saunders. Swinging in there. Is anybody home? Anybody dropping short of manners? They're thinking of the second. And gets the return back. So dropping well short of manners in the end. And I think that's the kind of fielding effort. You wonder, should I dive at it or should I wait until it lands and prevent the boundary? I think he decided to hold back and allow it to come to him. So one more to the total. Oden back into strike. He's driving a full toss. Picks out the man again at that wide long off position. Picks up another single. So except for that ball that spun back sharply, probably not the best of starts for Najee Amri. It wasn't an expensive over, but certainly I think he'll improve as he continues to bowl. So we're having a bit of a water break, and we'll be back with you after this. 10 overs completed. Well, the action resumes after that water break. It's pretty hot here at the ETW. Well needed water break. It's going to be Busu. Moving in now to bowl 2. That's the man Odean. Going back onto the back foot, turns it into the onside. Well stopped by Jamie Cornelius at mid-wicket. So it's going to be Busu once more as he prepares to bowl to Odean. Here's Busu, moves in now to bowl to Odean. Odean is turning this one into the onside. Took the toe end of the bat as he was trying to on-drive. And it just trickled out to Jamie Cornelius, another dot in the scorer's book. So it's going to be Busu from the pavilion end. Moves in now. Stops in his run-up. Moves in now. Bowls to Odean. Odean is driving. He dives across, does Busu. Willett was anticipating the ball passing him. He raced in, lost his hat in the process. But he's hitting it just away from Jamie Cornelius. Racing across the Isaac Hadian to Willett. He's a natural athlete. Saunders was thinking of the second, had to scurry back because Willett had a strong return in. And he was very quick to the ball as well. So one more to the total. It was in the air, but away from Jamie Cornelius. And he goes once more. Moves in now to bowl. He's cutting at that one. He shouts his appeal. Loose shot that. Here he goes once more. Busu moves in now to bowl. He's singing. And has he picked out Willett? Willett waits on it because he was dropping well short of him. Maybe, as Percy Daniel was saying, maybe Jaden Carmichael might be diving at those. That was too far. Continued and dived at it, but Willett waited, thinking it was too far, and decided to stop the boundary. So one more to the total. That ends the over. Najee Amri bowls. Oh my goodness, the off stump moved. Flat and fast. The batsman was on the back foot. He was comprehensively beaten and well taken by Siobhan Jeffers. The off stump moved out of the way on that occasion. Here's Amri loops. This one is hitting it on the full and almost back to the bowler. Dropped just in front of him. And he put down those bucket-like hands and grabbed it, but I think he was on the bounce. Saunders wanting to go after him. Here he goes. Najee bowls. He's bowled! Clean bowled. Driving loosely at that one. It spun back. And the middle stump has been disturbed. This time, the stump didn't shift out of the way as they did on the first delivery. This time, he picked out the middle stump. He got some spin on that occasion. He was driving loosely with Saunders, and he walks back, sadly, to the pavilion. Not a wicket for Nevis. Quan Pemberton is the new batsman. Seems to be a left-hander. So he goes to the crease now. And we have been joined by Patrick Newton. I think I'll get a lawsuit for calling his name. Here he goes now. He bowls. He's driving it back up the strip. Well, on the onside, can't score. And so another dot in the scorer's book. And it's going to be Onaje Amri moving in now to bowl to Pemberton. He bowls. He's getting a full toss. Hits it straight to Busso. Busso threatens to throw down the stumps and decides not to run on that occasion. It was a full toss. Really should have really smashed that away. Pemberton settles once more. Pemberton settles as Onaje bowls. He's hitting it in the ear, just over the head of Jamie Cornelius. They might be thinking too. They're more than thinking about it. They go through for it, and the return is slow. And 2 more to the total. That ends the over, and we've been joined by the venerable Frankie. I don't even know his middle name. Claxton. Frankie. I'm personally going to give you some history on Frankie. Frankie Melrose Worrell Claxton. Now, his dad was an ardent commentator, and his dad wanted all his sons to become cricketers. So he called Frankie Melrose Worrell Claxton, thinking that he would make the West Indies team. And then he called the other son, Rohan. My mother loved Rohan Claxton of Rohan Kanai. But Rohan, instead of becoming a cricketer, became a musician. And his older brother was Clyde. So we're going to hear from Frankie in a bit, as he's the one obviously towards the man at deep extra cover on the boundary, and thinking of the second, but that's just a thought. That's 1 more to the total. Over to Frankie Melrose. I forget the other one. Worrell.
Frank Worrell is the main thing. All right, thank you very much, Curtis. Yes, I was named after a great cricketer. I think I had it in me to become one, but never was given the opportunity at all. But I'm happy that I was able to help to coach and produce cricketers that would have gone on to play for Nevis through the youth ranks up to the West Indies ranks. And I'm very, very proud of them. Here goes Busso, who's one of my primary school products in terms of cricket. He bowls there, and a single comes up, and is Pemberton?
The left hander is Pemberton, the right hander is O'Dane.
O'Dane, yes, is still there. O'Dane is my wife's relative. His father is my wife's cousin, brother and sister children. So Larry is his name. He carries Larry like his dad, Larry O'Dane. As he goes into bowl, he comes down, flashes at this one. I've told them that he's going to be one that is going to take in the challenge to the bowlers. He got a single there. I'm not sure what the score is now. It's about maybe 70. I left, it was 53, and they've had 2 overs that had some good runs out of it. 3 wickets have gone down, and so it is the left-handed Pemberton receiving from Busso. Tyron Busso, left-arm spinner. It comes and it strikes it into the offside, brings the man off the long off boundary who comes in. He's looking to get the ball in as quickly as possible because Pemberton is on the alert to look for the next run. He picked up a single in the interim. They're not carrying it on the web. Here it goes in. Terran Busso onto the back foot. I clapped it beautifully into the offside, but there's a man deep in the cover round boundary. He bubbles it, and a single has been had. And so we are into over number 13, it is, right? At this time, 10, 11, 12, 13. We'll have to get someone to give us the idea of the score, record this. I don't know who's there, who's got it on their web. But Busso, left-hander into ball to the left-hand batsman stops. There's going to be an alteration in the field. John Busso, tall, lanky lad. Goes past umpire Luther Kelly now. Goes into ball to the left-handed Pemberton. He's onto the back foot, tucks it into the offside. Dane is off the mark right away. And there's a nice run taken there. You know, the last week he got run out. Unfortunately, I was really looking for him to go on to get his half century. But he got run out for 47 last week.
Frankie, just to divert attention from cricket briefly. Young Alfred upset the American in the 100 meters. The 200 meters coming up, your thoughts? And then the other one is that the American Lyle has a lot of chat. The Jamaican, I think, might be able to pull him back. What do you think?
Not only the Jamaicans, but they have got one from Africa, Nigeria, and you've got another guy there. So he's going to be silenced. Actually, he's whimpering in his boots now from what he would have seen, and the rest is to come because they're going to put the action on him in time to come. Alfred will take that 200. Unfortunately, Jackson and Shellyan are out with injuries. So it's going to be tough for Jamaica to find a 4x1 team properly. I don't know who will be running the 200s for them. Here comes Amway into bowl to Pemberton. He strikes it into the offside. And Cornelius bubbles, but it covers quickly, yes. From the southern end, right arm, and it's full. He gets under it, and this time he gets it into the gap. Picks up another boundary. So the score is rolling on. St. Kitts looking to up the tempo. It's a T20 game. We are in over number 14. What will Amway do this time? Comes past umpire Eustace Johnson. That's like a delivery, and stroked beautifully by Pemberton into the onside. Picks up another single. O'Dane is walking casually into his area, but he's home safe. Hits it into the onside, brings the man from deep mid wicket around, who fields cleanly. That's manners, and they're beautiful running indeed. Beautiful running indeed by these two players, Pemberton and O'Dane. Looking to put the pressure back onto the bowlers and the fielders of the Nevis team. What will Pemberton do this time? He comes in, passes umpire Eustace Johnson, flatter delivery. He sweeps beautifully around. He brings the man from that 45 area who's very quick, picks it up, and they've picked up 2 more runs. So the urgency for St. Kitts to get the runs and get them quickly, 2s, 4s, singles, they are capitalizing upon it. It's a TDC Berridge Howell Trophy competition. This is a T20 encounter between St. Kitts and Nevis. This particular competition has a lot of history in it. St. Kitts won last week by 50 runs. And they worked for that game. They did play beautifully. Slapped it magnificently into the offside. Brings the man from long off around. Again, they're hustling for 2 and gotten it safely. Nice running indeed. It's 81 for 3s over number 15. Left armer, Jaden Carmichael, will be going into ball to the left-handed batsman in Pemberton. He walks, he runs, does not deliver. That ball signaled by umpire Luther Kelly, and a light signal has been given to him. Michael goes in from the pavilion and passes umpire to Kelly now into bowl to the left-handed Pemberton. Flat as delivery. He strokes it into the offside, brings the man off the long off boundary, and the Kittitian team applauding every run that the batsmen are bringing forth to them. Fielded beautifully here, just restricted them to 1 run, so 84 it is for 3 in over number 15. Making some adjustments to the field because it's a right-hand, left-hand combination. Okay. All right. Thank you, Keith. Okay, thank you. Carmichael goes away from us. Into ball, he turns it nicely off the body. Quick single. Cornelius was trying to get the ball up to the bowler's end, but he just lobbed it into the offside. There is another run had. 85 it is for 3. And over number 15. So the batsmen showing some purpose in running urgently, turning the ones into twos, capitalizing upon the singles that they can get, and putting away the bad balls. He gets under it, plays it into the offside. It's in the air. Willett settles under it, and so the aggressive Pemberton, who has been trying to up the tempo, is gone. Jaden Carmichael has broken that, so the 4th wicket for St. Kitts is gone. 85 for 4. He strolls back purposefully as he was batting purposefully as well. He batted nicely last week as well. Didn't get as much runs as he wanted, but he went out there with a purpose to up the tempo, and that he did give to the team. Let's see if the others will capitalize upon it. Carmichael. Taylor made some runs in the game last week, and he bowled beautifully as well. So let's see what will happen this time around. He is right-handed, replacing the left-handed Pemberton. 85 it is for 4. Correct? Correct? 85 for 4? Yeah. Carmichael goes away from the pavilion and into bowl to the right-handed Jace Taylor. Flatter delivery. Taylor comes forward easily, drops it in front of him, and O'Dane was off. Off like a rabbit. Off like a hare. Whichever one you want to give it. But he was down the road, as the old people would say. Went down the road full speed. So there's a lot more urgency in trying to work on the singles and to make the ones into twos. Wherever they can, they will go. Flatter delivery, trot. It drops it into the offside there. The man had sort of a short third. And another single has been had, so we've gone on to 87 it is for 4. St. Kitts in this Berridge Howell T20 encounter versus Nevis. St. Kitts winning the toss and batting. We're in over number 15. 87 for 4. Carmichael walks, hits into a little trot. Flatter delivery brings Taylor. This time the fielders are more alert, and so he couldn't get more than one step out of his box. It's the end of a good over from Carmichael, realizing that they were looking for the singles, and he put a stop to it with that last delivery. The fielders were on the alert, and so over number 16 is going to be coming up. It's 87 for 4, St. Kitts. Here comes Amwin into bowl to O'Dane. O'Dane turning into that switch hit. Comes into the area of square. Brings a man from deep mid-wicket around. He picks up beautifully. They've picked up 2 more runs. Score goes on to 89 and over number 16. 89 for 4. Lovely shot indeed. Lighted delivery, he drives at it into the cover area, brings the man up the deep cover boundary, and he fields beautifully, and another run has been had. 88 it is. Yeah, he runs very quickly too. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. And is that Skeet? Skeet, is it? I think it's Skeet. Is it Skeet?
No, according to Willet.
Oh, Willet, yeah. Oh, yeah, he was down here this time just trying to pull it around Jace Taylor um, and found the man on the short third. They call it the 45 these days. In comes Amway to board. It's it. Taylor, high and hard. Will it be out? Yes, he goes. Did not get the power that he wanted. Did not pick the gap. And the man at long off came around and took an easy catch. So the fifth wicket has gone down for 89. And we're in over number 16. Captain stayed a few minutes to talk to Oden, perhaps advising him as to the approach he should take going forward. Wait and see. What's his name? Oh yes, that's the sergeants are my cousins. Yeah, Livingston Sergeant and the concern are my cousins. Okay. Carty for being selected in the West Indies Test team. Himself and Brian Charles. Brian Charles, I think, is long overdue. Can't understand why Warwican is brought back in though and Django. Can't understand. Django. They didn't select him.
He made 100, but not
Oh, okay. But Brian Charles is there. Warwican is there. They've brought in Casey Carty. They've brought in oh, they've still got Imlak and but that is the biggest problem we have around here. When players make runs, they don't give them an opportunity. I'm glad for Louis that he got his opportunity first time around. Good for him. Wow, what a mishap. He picked up the ball that was Busso, had it in his hand, was off balance, and it flowed out of his hands, gave them an opportunity to get two. And I think the score would be 91 now. And 91 for 5 in over number 16. Amre's picked up 2 wickets already. Here he comes into bowl and it's flashing and missing there, young sergeant. And there is no run. Goes through to the keeper. He did not collect cleanly. Oh. Lay it down. It's going to be a wide delivery. So about 92 it is for 5. 92 for 5. That delivery brings him forward. Oh, it bounced on him. Tried to tuck it into the onside. Came off of the body and looped up. So no avail. It's the end of over number 16. 92 for 5. St. Kitts. Carmichael goes away now to bowl to Oden. Oden comes easily forward. And there is no run. Went over number 17. 92. Just check it again for me, please. 92 for 5. Yes. Okay. Carmichael left arm into ball to the right-handed Oden. Yes. Flatter does not deliver. Does not deliver. And so on. Curtis, we see the place overcast. Do you think we're going to get any of that? Yes. Here goes Carmichael. Into ball to Oden. Comes forward, just dabs it into the offside. The man there, short third, throws himself, but cannot stop the single. So it's 93 for 5 over number 17. St. Kitts batting. And I think the groundsmen are looking for some help to go across there. They're looking at the weather. Looking at the weather to get close to the covers to see. They're going to need some help. Here goes Carmichael. Away into bowl to the man himself, Sergeant. Daps it, but does not get it past. The man coming in quickly from backward point, and there is no run. So 93 for 5. Yeah. How are you, sir? All right, Mr. Highlegger. Reputable batsman. Sweeping. Umpire has been called and is giving him. Umpire Luther Kelly will not hesitate. He waits and he'll give you yes as long as it's done. Pressure is on the other end, trying to up the tempo. So Odain comes back, LBW to Carmichael. 6 wickets has gone down for St. Kitts. We're in over number 17. Yeah, we understand the nationals and locals are out liming still. Onto the back for Sergeant, gets on top of it. First ball from Cornelius. And the hustler single. The score goes on to 96, I think it is. 96. And 96 for 6. Hanley, right-handed batsman, showed a little bit of gumption the last time. Cloud is settling over in the Saddle Hill area, Curtis. Yes, it's now drizzling. He's getting his team together. He's got the other guys there. Yeah, there's this one. Is Hanley. Onto the back foot, pulls it into the onside. Couple of bounces to the man on the deep mid-wicket boundary. They have taken a single. It's 97. It is for 6. In over number 18, sorry. Jamie Cornelius made some runs in the match last week. Flight delivery, got some wickets last week as well, and a wide delivery signal. So it's 98. It is for 6. 98. Lot of delivery. He slaps it. Oh, passes the outreach hand there of the tall, lanky Bosu. Brings the tall, lanky man of Amway around, and they restricted them to a single. So it's 99 for 6 in over number 18. Still feel that if they go hard, they could get at least 120, 125 to make a good fist of it. He slapped this one over the man that short extra cover, brings Amway around, but the other man is quick, gets in front of Amway, picks it up, nice strong arm, and they've picked up 2 runs. So purposeful here is Hanley. And score goes on to 100, I think. It's 100 for 6. The area is getting very grey. Hits it hard, but gets, only sounded hard. Ball seemed to be soft. Yeah, it sounded hard, but it was not hard. Dropped 3 couple of bounces in front of Amway out there. They picked up a single, 101 for 6. Onto the back foot, looking to cut it. It's a wide delivery. You can keep her collecting. So it's 102 for 6. And they're waiting. It's blowing towards the southwest area, Curtis. So that may be a little bit of good news. We would want to see the game finish. It's the end of the over number 18. 103 it is for 6.
The groundsmen look a little cute in their new suits. For all 4 of them, nicely coated up, standing by.
That is so true. Nice improvement. We need to see the workers around the place get taken care of. And I've got some lovely covers out there, thanks to whoever it may be. And they have the services of the prisoners to help the groundsmen. And Amri is going from boundary to boundary. Yeah, he's going from boundary to boundary. It is going to be Carmichael. Will be bowling the 19th over. It's 103 for 6. Umpire has his hand outstretched still, waiting for the field to settle. He's now ready. Give him the signal. Might be a quick turnaround. You see the head groundsman already put his paint to the side. And here comes the captain, picks up. And there's another single, 104 it is for 6. St. Kitts in the 19th over, 104 for 6. Carmichael goes into bowl to Sargent. He's onto the back foot, stands up, plays it back down the strip, and there is no run. Carmichael, left-handed. The roller is getting prepared to go in. Hits it hard and high into the gap, but it will not reach a fielder. Here comes, is it? Oh, he feels very well, but this one slipped out of his hand. It was Willett trying to get the ball in quickly, and the place has gotten a little bit of drizzle. It slipped out of his hand. I've gotten 2 runs, I think. So 106. Over number 19. Carmichael goes into bowl to the right-handed Hanley. Hits it this time. Again, it's going to go away from the fielder. Couple of bounces. And Whip comes around, picks it up beautifully. And they have gotten 2. They're looking for a third one. And they have gotten it. You could hear the crowd making their comments. Need some jelly water in the arms. Some fish water in the arms. Your great-grandfather was a fisherman. Here goes Carmichael as he slaps it this time to the right of the bowler. And we haven't gone a little wider looking for that shot again. But they've gotten 1 run. Is it 110? 110 for 6 over number 19. Hanley will be facing Carmichael. He's in bowling in the 19th over. Flatter delivery. He pulls it into the onside. Sounds good, but not powerful enough. Went straight to Willett down there, who just picked up, got a good throw back in as fast as he could. End of the 19th. It's 111 for 6. Curtis, in my day, I took on arms of fielders. I would have been back for that run. Yes. Yes. No way. That is one of the things that I always tested. And the beauty about it, right. The beauty about it is that I had my opportunity to field in those areas, but I had a good arm. Leonard Brown and myself, Willett bowling from this end, and we took care of the leg side. All he wanted was a short, straight mid-wicket. But we were quick, and we had good arms. So, you got to be quick out there. The final over coming up, the 20th. Yeah. Jamie Cornelius is bowling, and he's flashing and missing. There is the batsman in Hanley. We're 119, are we? Here comes Jamie Cornelius. Waits for the batter to settle. Hanley, yes. And he allows that to go through. It's a wide delivery. Are we 120? 119. The light not put on, umpire still has his arms outstretched. Okay, the light signal comes now. Cornelius, will he bowl it better this time? Closer to the man. He's trying to get under it. Plays it out there. Oh, one bounce to a young man. And they, oh, would have been a run out had the keeper in Jeffers collected cleanly. He is mad with himself. He stayed back from the ball dropped in front of him, and so they picked up 2 runs. The score 121 it is for 6. We're in over number 20. So will they be able to go to 130? I did give them 125. Let's see what they will do with these last couple of deliveries. Hanley looking to play the big shots. He gets under it this time, and he's bowled. Missed it completely. Cornelius saw him, kept it straight on the wicket. Hanley was unable to get under it, as he did try with the ball before. This time he's gone bowled. The score is 121. It is for 7. Cornelius going to call the man himself, Newman. Oh, the ball drops 1 bounce. The fielder misfielded it, and it's a no ball. So he has a free hit. So that's 3 runs, 124 it is for 7. Newman bowls right-handed, bats left-handed. Bowls left. Okay, I missed that. Last week he bowled pretty well. Yes, he was bowling from around the wicket. Around the wicket. All right, good afternoon, sir. Here comes flat delivery, short. A hustle for 1. Will they get 2? The crowd and the team of St. Kitts is urging them. The score, score goes on to 124. 124 for 7. Cornelius finishing up the 20th over. Flatter delivery is onto the back foot. That's the Sergeant plays it out into the offside. And the fielder, Amri, is having a little bit of fun, encouraging them to go for the second run. That they did not do. So it's 125 it is for 7 over number 20. Final over. Field makes the adjustment for the right-handed left-hand combination. Oh, no ball. My goodness. The batter forcing the bowler. Forcing the bowler. My goodness. Cardinal sin for spinner to bowl and no ball. 126 it is. 126 it is for 7. Newman gets under it, hits it hard and high into the air. Slack calm, get around Pemberton's heart, and he misfields it. They've picked up 2. 127 it is. It's the end of the over. It's the end of the 20th. 127. We will get that verified for you. St. Kitts, 127 for 7 at the end of their 20. Francis goes away to bowl to the left-hander. He drives it straight back, but ricochets onto the onside from the bowler's foot, and there is no run. Is that the batsman?
Oh, Jamie
Cornelius, right? Yeah. Goes Francis into bowl to Cornelius. Umpire Kelly is on move. The fielders ran right down. Oh, the bowler is on his knees, rolling around. Come on, guys, don't overdo it. Hanley throws the ball at the stumps. Is an experienced cricketer umpire. Well. The behavior is not nice at all. Behavior is not nice at all. You should be disciplined. Francis goes away into ball to Cornelius, the left-hander. And he plays it into the onside, upstream into the gap. Runs for one. And Nevis is off. And over number one, they're looking to get 129. 129. And yes. Francis gonna bowl to another left-hander. And this is Manners. Is this Manners? Manners? Yeah. Goes away from the pavilion end. Tall, lanky. Does not jump. Goes through flat. Manners comes down nicely on it. It's a nice Yorker. And there is no places in St. Kitts. Not sure if they're related to the Francises of Nevis. But here goes Francis with number 8 on his back. Doesn't jump, but just flattish, runs through a shot, you know, and playing it into the offside there. It's the end of over number one. It's good fielding there. Nice tight game on. It's one without loss after over number one. Curtis?
Well, I'm still trying to figure out what happened with that first delivery. Did it touch Frankie? Did it touch? That's the big question. The bowler is convinced that it touched. His behavior, though, is atrocious. I must say that. I'm sure that Percy Daniel wouldn't be happy with that kind of behavior. He says it's awful. Yeah, that kind of behavior. Once the umpire says not out, the umpire says not out. That's what you should be guided by.
And it's an experienced cricketer, an experienced umpire who's done regional cricket. And I don't understand. You know, if it's not out, it's not out. So, over number two is going to be bowled from the southern end, and it looks like it's going to be spin. The man, the weatherman, the weatherman, I call him, Newman. The weatherman. Newman, the left-hander, is coming from the southern end today. He's going to be bowling to the left-handed Cornelius, who swings it beautifully into the onside. Went straight to the man, one bounce to deep mid-wicket, and there is no one. Right or left of him would have been a boundary. But a good shot, nicely timed. Score goes on to 2. 2 without loss in over number 2. There are 2 left-handers there. And Newman, left-hander, is going to be coming into bowl to Manners. Here it comes. Manners plays it into the offside, runs on the stroke. Cornelius is off the mark right away. So they got a quick single there. Score goes on to 3. 3 without loss in over number 2. St. Kitts made 128. And Nevis needs to get 129 to win. Here comes the left armer, and he hits it hard and high. It's over the man's head. It goes into the boundary now for 4. Nicely timed by Cornelius. He did not move. He knew he had cleared the fielder. And so he just waited and went down, got a dab from Manners, comes back into his box. So the score goes on to 7. Yeah, crowd still arguing over that. Shorter delivery, didn't get it cut away, wanted to cut it, came off the bottom portion of the bat. And the crowd is still debating, Curtis, whether that ball, one guy says he heard the edge. Well, how we didn't hear anything? And we are here. Hits it flat, goes into the onside this time, bubbled over there by O'Dane, and they've gotten another run, so it's 8 without loss in over number 2. And I think they're going to take the task to Newman this time around. Last time they gifted the wickets away to him. What will they do? He hits it full ball, short extra cover, throws himself on it. It's the end of over number 2, 8 without loss. Nevis looking to get 129. No, they're going to be tomorrow. When they had the heats. So that means the semi-finals and finals would be today. Yeah. We'll find out over number 3. Francis still seemed pumped up, seemed hyped. That's a lovely long run. Does not jump though. Just basically short jumps through. No lift. For a tall man, you'd think he would be looking to get up and get that ball into the strip. But here he goes. He glides away. Short delivery. Manners goes under it. It's a wide. And the score goes on to 9 without loss. The umpire is speaking to him.
Captain. Captain. Johnny.
Luther Kelly is a police officer. He knows about discipline and he's trying to get something across to the youngster.
The captain, I think is number 5, he was there trying to signal to the bowler to cool down. Here he is. Bowled him. Lovely delivery. And over before he gave him a lovely Yorker. And this time it was up there. He missed it completely. As Manners. Second time around he has not done anything to the scoreboard. Last week he did not do anything much. Here he comes back. It's 9 for 1. Nevis looking to get 129. Over number 3. Goes in the ball. That's Francis. Straight back past the bowler. Almost catapulted him. Lovely fielding there by Sargent, I think it is. And they've only gotten 1 run. Score goes on to 10 for 1 in over number 3. No decision. And they've gone on to different things. Cricket is the talk. Hits it. Over his head. Comes into the boundary for 4. Cornelius is taking the attack to the Kiddishan bowlers. Score goes on to 14 for 1 in over number 3. It's a 20-over encounter, T20 here between St. Kitts and Nevis. Berridge-Howell encounter. Last week, the 50-over encounter saw St. Kitts winning by 50 runs, making 185. Nevis getting 135. And today, St. Kitts got 128 in their 20 overs. Nevis looking to challenge that. They are already 14 for 1 in over number 3. And goes Francis. And comes down easily on it. There's Cornelius. And there is no run. He was advancing down the wicket. Bowler pitched it a little bit shorter and he just easily walks with that strongman approach. Goes away. Runs in very fast. Does not jump. Slapped it into the offside. They're off for a single. And they were there. This is much better running. Had they done that the ball before, when he stroked it himself, Fabs, they would have gotten 2. Now they've gotten another one. So it's 15 for 1 at the end of over number 3. Oh, Taylor comes on now. Looking to stem the flow of runs, Captain Jay Taylor from the southern end. And it's down the leg side and drops short of Adain out there. I think he was looking to go over the top, did not get to it to get under it. Picked up a single at 16 for 1 in over number 4. Seemed to be a little bit of bickering between the captain and Cornelius. Here comes Taylor. And onto the back foot goes Forbes, plays it past the bowler. Brings the man from mid-off wide into contention. The score remains on 16 for 1. Field has got packed offside field, slip, backward point, extra cover, square, wideish mid on, mid off, wideish mid on, deep long on, man deep on the mid wicket boundary, a man on a 45. That's short, third man, short, fine leg. Onto the back foot, stands up to his full height, his Forbes. And is that no ball? No, signal of numbers of balls. Sorry. Here comes Taylor at delivery. And it brings him forward. And there is no run. St. Kitts going up in all its might, looking for wickets. This should be the final ball of the over. Taylor comes in to bowl to Forbes. At a delivery, Forbes, allowing it to go through. And it collects by the keeper, collected. 16 for 1, end of over number 4. So that's the only over number 5. Goes in Francis to bowl to bouncer. Umpire is going to indicate to him. That's 1 over the shoulder. Wide signal by the square leg. Man is down on the leg side, the offside for the left-hander. So more backward point where the umpire signals. So wide, so that's 17. That's beautifully. Just 1 bounce to the keeper after they feel that square. Odain collects. There's no run. He was looking to slap it through the offside. Cut it beautifully, but 1 bounce to the fielder there. Odain, who is to the right of the umpire. More of a square cover, if you want to call it that. There's a change in the field. Captain comes to the mid-on area, perhaps to look for the catch because of his height. Sometime before, ball went straight over the fielder, who was pretty short. Here goes Francis away to bowl to Cornelius. He waits, he comes on, slaps it into the onside of the pads. Just a 1 run because the fielder in J. Taylor gets around there quickly. Score goes on to 18, I think, for 1. We're in over number 5. Manners, like last week, very early, did not really contribute anything to talk about. Here goes Francis in the bowl to Forbes. Beautiful delivery. He got Manners with one of those. A lovely Yorker. Clean bowled him. But Forbes came down nicely on it and got it out into the offside. And there is no run. Bowler reminds you of that, Curtis? Snaps it straight back. Oh, it's the bowler. And the captain comes out and fields. Silly had a similar, Silly Brown had a similar, when he jumped, he did not jump high, kind of almost bowled off the wrong foot. It is similar to him. Francis goes away past umpire Rhoda Kelly into bowl to the left-handed Forbes. Bouncer, and it's the end of the over. Well directed. Forbes just dipped under it, and it's the end of over number 5. Captain comes in close for cutting and came straight on. He was expecting it to go away from him. He clean bowled him, fatter delivery, straight on. And so Cornelius has to come back. He was the main man taking the challenge to the bowlers. He's gone bowled by Captain Jace Taylor. We'll get the score for you in a while, but the second wicket gone for Nevis. They're looking to get 128, 129 in all. Is it Clark? Clark to receive from Taylor. Comes forward, turns it into the onside, and sharp fielder there coming around, and there is no run. It's 18 for 2 in over number 4, number 6. 18 for 2. Turns it into the onside, and there is no run. Yes, Taylor ensuring he's keeping the pressure on Nevis. They got off to a swashbuckling start, but they have been quelled. Taylor picking up a wicket, and the fast bowler in Francis picking up a wicket. Score remains on 18 for 2 in over number 6. And to the back foot plays it. Soft dismissal into the hand of the weatherman, I call him. Newman just settled, took it easily, and had a nice little jig. So Nevis in a spot of bother now, lost their third wicket in Clark. Short delivery. It was not as fast as it usually comes through from from Taylor, and it bobbed on him. He just pushed it into the hands of the man at short mid-wicket. Few encounters, St. Kitts has gotten the better of Nevis. Is this a psychological thing happening in this particular game here now, where they've got 3 wickets down? Think will Nevis wilt under the pressure?
Nevis certainly in a hole. There was a time when Nevis totally dominated any cricket game between St. Kitts and Nevis. Nowadays, I find they're struggling a lot against the St. Kitts teams. St. Kitts used to dominate football. Nevis used to dominate cricket. St. Kitts seems to be changing things when it comes to cricket now.
Yes. We know that they've always produced good teams, but Nevis used to always have the better of them. At the end of over number 6, it is 18 for 3. They're looking to get 129. And they're going to bowl out Francis. He's going to be bowling his 4th over number 7. I think the quota is 4 overs. Yeah. Wicket maiden to Captain Jace Taylor. Ensure he's keeping the field right and tight. The 2 men on the boundary, long leg, and 3rd man wide. Yes, we'll do. Turn him into the onside. Come on. Ball watching there was Forbes. Instead of looking to run straight, the fielder did not get it to the stumps. Instead it got it to the bowler, hit the bowler. So the score goes on to 19 for 3 in good solid overs. 10, 15, couple of them, 12, 15, 15, 20 to pull back this game. We're going to have to take some sensible batting as well. Francis doesn't look bad as a bowler. Pretty stiff, tall, lanky, goes away. Nice run up and straight duck down, looking to get, oh! That would have been suicide. Had the fielder picked up that ball. They've gotten a single, it's gone on to 20. 20 for 3. You're trying to run on the street. Here is Fabs now about to receive from Francis. Hits it in the air over the fielders. It's running away to the boundary. And it's 4 runs. So 24 it is for 3. Forbes getting the measure of that one. Looking to get another Yorker in was Francis. He's bowled a couple of them well. Not bad for a fast bowler. There's the punt. Now they've put a fielder back on the deep square boundary. Straight mid wicket. Short. Wideish mid on. Wideish mid off. Cover, extra cover, backward point or square cover. As he goes away now into bowl Forbes. Outside the off stump. Wide delivery signal. So 25 it is. 25 it is. We got two men down on the boundary, long leg, wide, and mid-wicket, third man, wide. Crowd is telling the bowler to roll over. In his appeal for the caught behind of Cornelius, which was not given, he went down, he bent and rolled over in front of the umpire. Goes away from us now, passes umpire Luther Kelly into bowl to the left-handed Forbes. Forbes gets up on it, rides him nicely, and they've hustled a single. Good running indeed. Good running indeed. Is that Willett? Who's that? Jeffers. Okay, the batter. Jeffers. Yeah. So the score goes on to 26 for 3. Over number 7. Comes back. Wonder what he's thinking. Just a few balls he's got left. And the ball to the right-handed Jeffers. The wicketkeeper batsman is onto the back foot. Plays it in front of him, but the bowler was quickly onto it. Recognizing that they're looking to get the quick singles. He, on his follow-through, went straight through and fielded the ball. There is no run. 26 it is for 3 in over number 7. Well, they will pay for it, that's all. They lost a match last week and didn't turn up to practice, we understand. It's down the leg side, another wide, 27 it goes to, 27 for 3. Francis goes away into bowl to the right-handed Jeffers. Just slaps it into the offside, brings the man from deep cover off the boundary, and they picked up a single. Score goes on to 27. 27 for 3 at the end of over number 7. Taylor continues in the bowl to the right-handed Jeffers, who comes forward, and there is no run. We're into over number 8. It's 27 for 3. Nevis looking to get 129. Breaking news coming through said that the Nevis team did not turn up in total to practice. Can't be winning games if you don't come out and practice as a team. They lost last week too easy. And so that is continuing today again. You can't afford to go into matches and you're not practicing. You're going to pay. Right now they've lost 3 wickets already and we're into over number 8. Almost to the halfway mark and only 28 runs on the board. This one has stifled him, looking to play into the onside. It got the better of him, squared him up. Taylor into bowl Jeffers from the southern end. He comes in. As umpire Jeffers does this, and he turned it off the body. Is it off the bat or off the pad? We're going to wait and see. And wide. Nothing, so it touched nothing. Gone through. 29 it is. For 3. It's a left-hand, right-hand combination here. Forbes is going to face. They're making the adjustments to the field as usual. Straight mid-wicket. Deep mid-wicket. Man on the 45, as they say. I call it short pine. Man long on, long off. Deep cover. There's a nice delivery. Popped on Forbes. Forbes was able to get over it and play it into the onside. And you could see the aggressiveness of the St. Kitts fielders. Yeah. Comes forward, beaten, all ends up. And that's the end of over number 8. Nevis 29 for 3. In bail. Okay. Newman brought now from the northern end and driven by Jeffers into the offside. And they've picked up a single. The course goes on to 30. 30 for 3 in over number 9. Cornelius has his bat and his ball. Here's Newman into ball to left-handed Fobbs. Fobbs pulling it into the onside. There's a man down at the deep square boundary. They can only pick up a single. It's 31. 31 it is. 31 is for 3. Around the wicket he goes to the right-handed batsman. Onto the back foot, plays it into the offside, but the fielders are on the alert. They know the divisions are going to be looking for the singles, and they're walking in briskly and approaching the ball rather aggressively. Here goes Newman, the left arm spinner, into the ball to the right-handed Jeffers. He's looking to pull up, just dropped it in front to the right of the slip fielder there. Had he stayed down, he might have made a better effort of it, but he was coming up. And so it's 31 it is for 3. We are in over number 9. It's a 20 over encounter. Nevis needs to get 129. They are 31 for 3. He drives it. One couple of bounces straight down. Dane follows it, but brings the man off the boundary. And he comes in and fields. And they've picked up one run. 32 it is. And they get to the ball rather quickly. In goes Newman. Flatter delivery, tucks it off the body. Fobbs. This time they can get 2 runs. They're hustling, they're getting it quite easily. And so the score goes on to 34. Fobbs ran too far across his stumps. And so they did not get that extra run. It's the end of over number 9. 34 for 3, I think it is. We'll get that confirmed for you. Looks like Carey, I think. Short delivery, pulling it into the onside, wide of the long on. They're hustling for 1, they're hustling for 2, and the score goes on to 36. And the crowd applauds the good running between the 2 batters. Carey, I think it is, coming from the southern end. As his umpire, Eustace Johnson, to bowl to the right-handed Jeffers. And his foolish delivery, and he does not get it where he wanted it. Rolled the wrist too quickly. I should have put that away through the between long off and deep cover. But they've gotten a single. There's the left-hander in Fobbs is going to face now. I think it's 34. 34 it is for 3. Got to get that confirmed. Yeah, plays it into the onside. Another single has been had. I think it is goes on to 36 now for 3. We got to get the confirmation. Our helper with the phone, because it's on the internet, is not by, he's close by, so we're going to have to keep on it ourselves. 36 for 3. Over number 8. He comes in from the southern end in the ball to Jeffers, allows it to go through, and there is no run. It's going to be at least 2 more balls. 36 for 3. Here comes Carey in the ball. Another soft dismissal. Looking to cut it, the ball stopped on him, and the captain, Jess Taylor, took a lovely catch, throwing himself forward, and Nevis has lost their 4th wicket. They're in more trouble in the 8th over, and they're only 30 plus runs. Eight. Let me get my seat. Over number 10. I need an update on the score. Can you help me, please? 10. Come to the break as a part of that wicket. Here comes Carey. I think he's going to bowl to Captain Busu, who comes long forward. It's the end of the over. And over number 10, it's 39 for 4. Nevis in lots of trouble. Is it into the onside between the gap deep mid wicket and that deep square? He picked up one, he was looking for a second one. That's Forbes. But Busu was not interested. So goes on to 40 over number 11, 40 for 4. Yeah. We're getting the news that Noah Lyles barely won the 100 meters for males, out dipping Kishan Thompson at the line. I know how that is. I lost races like that. The people out dipping. Lovely fielding. Single has been had. Lovely shot by Busu, but only ended up in getting one. Score goes on to 31 for 4. And over number 11, it's Newman, the left-armer. Over the wicket, in the ball to the left-handed Forbes. Forbes onto the back foot, turns it into the onside. They're hustling for 1. Will they go for 2? No. The carriers in very quickly. The fielders have been very sharp for St. Kitts throughout this game. So that's 33. It is for 4. Over number 11. So it's have to take a swashbuckling innings from a batter or 2 to bring this game back. Otherwise, it's gone. It is Newman into ball to, and it's onto the back foot. The captain plays it. It bounces over Taylor, who I think allowed it to go through, just to see if they'll try another one. But the only one they settled for rather than take on the second one. So it's 34. 34 it is for 4. Yes, sir. 39, oh, sorry, and we got what, 4 runs? So it'll be 43. Okay, 1, 2, 43. You got the website? You got a website? You have the website? It's a wide delivery, so 44. Subject to correction. There goes Newman, left armer into ball to the left-handed, Bobs onto the back foot, pulls it into the onside, brings the long on into contention, and another single has been had, so it'll be 45. 45 it is. 11th over. Straight down. Dane comes around, feels beautifully. Came down hard on it. The end of a decent over from Newman. The score is about 45. The end of the 11th for 4. Carey, right armour, into ball to left-handed Fobbs. Beautiful delivery. Bounced. And all Fobbs could do is to pull out of the shot. Goes through to the keeper. Getting some nice turn and bounce. So he normally pushes through the ball. And then he hits it hard and high. Straight over. Yes, Somebody was whispering somebody needs to go. Needs plenty more of that. Plenty more. Score should be 51, I think, for 4. But we'll get that verified for you. So yawning gap between long off and long on. All he had to do was to go straight. I went to go straight. And then on the humming gap between long on and deep mid wicket, he's onto the back foot. Lovely delivery. Just punches it back. Bowler feels to his own bowling. And over number 12. 61. 5-1.
Yeah, 51 for 4, 11.3.
Yes. Okay. Over number 12. Picked up. Good running. Good running there. All right. Say says for 4. Over number 12. In comes Carey. That's his delivery shot. He gets back onto the back foot. No ball. Oh, delivery. One delivery left. So 53 for 4 over number 12. Nevis in all spots of bother. Sweeping and coming off the pad. Goes into the offside. And end of over number 12. 53 for 4. Nevis in bales of trouble right now. It has to take a swashbuckling innings. It got to be a Chris Gale, a Pollard, a Russell, a Puran, one of those. Sweeping into the onside. How many will they get? 2. And the score goes on to 55. 55 for 4. We're over number 13. I don't know the name of the... What's the name of the bowler? Punal? Punal, like the delivery right arm. Oh my goodness. Witty keeper missed a chance there. Fell asleep. Bowler drew the batsman down and my goodness, Busu missed completely. The keeper got it in his glove, but it seemed as if he fell asleep. When he reacted, the batsman was back in his spot. Nice delivery. Right, the delivery brings him forward this time. Ball beats the bowler himself, brings Francis off the boundary. And there is another run. 55 it is for 4. Bartlett, they need to send express flight for him to come and hit a couple of sixes. Here is Fabs trying to heave one, but can only end up in getting it off of his inner edge of the body, and the score goes on to 56. 56 for 4. We're in over number 13. Nevis looking to get 129. Call for express for Conrad Lamed Bartlett to come and has a lovely shot. Will it go into the boundary? It's cut off. Beautiful field in there. Sent it back in beautifully. So it's just, they got 2 runs. Captain Busu, score goes on to 57. 57 it is for 4. We're over number 13. Like the delivery again, he brings him forward, he comes on hard on it, gets it to straight mid-wicket, and it's the end of the over. Nevis looking to get 129. They are 57 for 4. Carrying the ball to the left-handed Roberts. That the delivery, Roberts gets under it. It's time, it goes. 6 runs. So score goes on to 63. 63 for 4. You're going to need a good amount of those now. Need another 10. As you're looking to get 129, 63 for 4. We are in over number 14. He's going to go around the wicket this time. Let's see what he will do. Let's see what Pubs will do. That's a delivery. Pubs gets under it, sweeps it into the onside, brings it deep mid-wicket off the boundary, and sounded sweetly. But only a single had. Score goes on to 64 for 4 in over number 14. It's a left and right hand combination, so adjustments have been made in the field. It's a T20 encounter between St. Kitts and Nevis, Beveridge Howell Trophy competition. Had a 50-over encounter last Sunday, with St. Kitts won by 50 runs. Now they're looking to take this one again, hands down. They've bowled well, they've fielded well, they did bat well. Could have gone on, but they had slow starts. But then they built beautifully. They made 128 in their 20 overs. In comes Kerry into ball to right-handed Busso. Beautiful delivery up in the black hole. Comes on hard on it. Gets a single. 65 it is for 4 in the 14th over. $64. It is for 4. Onto the back foot he goes, punches it, brings the man from long on, up the boundary. 66 it is for 4.
While we were changing the media card, Bosso hit that one into the park wall for 6. Now, I'm wondering if Jay Taylor made an error. He virtually bowled out himself. I'm not sure if he has another over left. But with Jay Taylor out of the attack, he has some lesser bowlers on right now. And I think this is the time that Nevis needs to go.
Yeah, they need to go. And he bowled out Francis as well, who bowled a good spell. So it's 75 it is for 4. And 76? 76 it is from the 14. It's the 15th over now. Onto the back foot. Doesn't get it away. And the score remains on 76. We're in the 15th over. 76 for 4. Looking to get 129. Yeah. That's of course. Lovely driven beautifully into the onside. Long on comes in and goes on to 77. What's the name of the bowler? Steve. Connie? Tilo Connie. Tilo Kali. Connie. Nice spinner. He's been bowling well. He's going to take the challenge and go miscued delivery, miscued shot. And deep mid-wicket comes around. They've picked up 2. So it is 78. 78 for 4 in over number 15. Looking to get 129. Going to have to take some big overs. 15, 20. At least for the next 2-3 overs in order to pull this back. Here goes Kelly. Connie hits it hard and high and went through his hand. Lovely, lovely shot indeed. Flat 6. Fielder got there, but it went through his hand. I think he thought he was over the boundary. And so it is 82. You need at least 10 more of those. 82. It's hit hard and high. It's in the gap. And signal. Signal. 4. All right, so 86 it is. Captain Busol. So it's 86. Hey. Funny. And plays it into the offside looking for a single. It's not there. He gets back into his box quite easily. Message is going out. So
This is the point I was trying to make. Now Aden is brought into the attack at this critical juncture with somewhat 4 overs remaining, 5 overs remaining. Jay Taylor would have been happy to be bowling now. I think he has bowled out. Has he held back one? I'm not sure.
possibly. Aden, who's been reputable to pick up wickets in between, what will he do for his team? We're in over number 16. And he plays it easily. Fabs brings the man from long on off the boundary. The score goes on to 80. The score, and score now, no? Ooh, well. 87, I think it is. 87. You need 29 plus 13. You need 42. That's Aden, making sure his field is set the way he wants it. 87, it is for 4. We're over number 16. A delivery, full delivery. He plunged it into the offside, and it's slipped through his hands. It's gone for 4. Oh no, not yet. He picked up 3 runs. Picked up 3 runs, so the score goes on to 90 for 4 in over number 16. Now the left-hander in Fabs, who has been anchoring for Nevis, is still there. Bosu has been using the long handle, going over the top. Fabs onto the back foot, punches it into the offside. On the strike over to Bosu once again. It's 91 in over number 16. We're looking to get 29 and 9. So the game getting interesting now, rather interesting. And then the ball and Bosu gets under it. What will happen? It goes straight over into the school. Over into the schoolyard. Over into the schoolyard. And so it's 97, I think. From my correction, I got to get it. Straighten again. You got it? 97. Here comes Aden. This one is played past bowler. And they pick up another run, so it is 100. 100 it is in over number 16. And Nevis looking to get 29 runs from whatever balls are left in this over and 4 more. So 100 it is for 4. Can they pull it off? He gets under it, plays it into the gap. Is it going to go to the boundary? He comes around, fields cleanly, and they've picked up 2. So 102 it is. And it's going to be the end of the 16th over. 4 to go. So 102, 27 runs needed to take this 2020 game. Berridge Howell encounter, St. Kitts versus Nevis.
As if J.S. Taylor has another over. So is he bowling it at the right time? 4 overs remaining, 24 balls to get what? 27 runs?
23 runs. 24 balls to get 23 runs. Good matchup. What can Captain J.S. Taylor do? That a delivery. Brings Busso forward, plays it into the onside, and there is no run. It's going to have to be dot balls and wickets, Curtis, in order for them to push back. Anyways. So, 23 runs, 23 balls. He's onto the back foot, punches it beautifully into the onside, brings the man from long on off the boundary. So the score now goes on to 104. Huh? Yeah.
St. Kitts is playing their last ace. This is their last big ace. If this doesn't work, if he doesn't break the partnership, they're gone.
So we need 25 runs. That delivery. Onto the back foot goes left-handed Forbes. Brings a man from long off in. And so it's 105. We need 24 runs. Yeah? 125, yeah. 129. They made? I thought it was 128. Okay. So we need 20 runs. We are 125. Pucks it 124 for 7. Is it 7? Oh, okay. 2 more. So the score now goes on to 120. Eh? 106. Yeah, okay. So 18 runs needed. So 107 it is. We're in over number 17. Looking to get 124. And give him a correction with the scores. He's onto the back foot, plays it into the offside in that gap, and they've 1 run. And now 108 it is for 4. We are into over number 17. Looking to get 124.
This has been a brilliant partnership between these two. They have batted superbly.
All they need to do is to finish it. You lose a wicket, that can bring pressure back on you. So it's 108 it is for 4. We are in over number 17. Captain J.S. Taylor tried to buy a couple of wickets with his 2 young spinners. Had to bring himself back on. And an Oden. So, who will bowl from up here? If this is his final over, he'll have to find a bowler to bowl from up here. Sweeping. And he's been given. He's broken the partnership. He has been given. So the 5th wicket has gone 108 for 5. And Busso is still there. He's been the one that's been hitting the ball. And superb batting by man Forbes. He anchored beautifully. He anchored beautifully and helped captain to bring the total up to where it is at this moment. And it still can go anywhere. Carmichael runs out. It's the end of the 17th over. We've got 3 overs to go, and we have got 16 runs to get. Tanker has departed beautifully, batted with his captain, who's on 42 not out. Fabs made 37. Did a good holding job along with his captain. And now we need, 16 runs? And hits him hard and high. It's going to be out. Captain Busso goes for 42. Left armer. He brought back the man. I call him the weatherman. But Newman has picked up another wicket. He should have used his feet. He should have used his feet. He did not use his feet, Curtis.
It's a very interesting game. Newman back, and one brings 2. The big partnership broken. They normally say when one goes, the other one follows, and it happened. And Boso played a superb knock, but it's all over. Is it all over for Nevis? We have Akadianto Willett should be coming out shortly. Carmichael has had some experience at the IPL, at the CPL level. What can we expect?
A ding-dong battle. Nevis has to carry the fight. St. Kitts is going to try and squeeze them. But Nevis has to carry the fight. With Willett entering the wicket to join Carmichael, and they've got, 16 runs to make. Score, they have got to make 16 runs. It's 125 they need. St. Kitts made 124 for 7. Built up, Curtis. Yeah, persons have been hearing about it and they're struggling in. But
My prediction, I will go. Nevis and
and we figured that he would not have had to bat, but he's going to have to go and down his pads now. He was out here sitting, enjoying the view. So they've lost 2 more wickets recently, and so he comes in, brings him forward, and there is no run. We're into over number 18. Strategic movement of players by Taylor, asking his bowler to bowl offside. Offside. 4 on the on. So it's a 5-4 field. Onto the back foot. Beautiful delivery outside the half stump. Looking to punch it to the offside, which is packed. You've got short third, square cover, or backward point, extra cover on the boundary. He's onto the back foot, punches it into the offside. The man on the boundary comes around, he slides, fields beautifully, and they have gotten 2 runs, is it? And so the score goes on to 110. Are we? Feel in your face. You missed the game. Oh, okay. Yes. So he came back to help finish this team, take it up to the backward beautifully. Trucked into the onside, offside, brings the man from square, deep cover again, another 2. And good running indeed by Carmichael and Willett. It's the end of the 18th over, and we are on to what, 112? 112. Oh, the over is not yet ended. He was getting instructions as to how many balls. The comic himself, in comes the man, Newman, beats the man Willett, and it's the end of the 18th over, We need 14. Huh? It's supposed to be 125. Hmm? We need 13 runs from 12 balls. We need 13 runs from 12 balls. And St. Kitts needs what? 3 wickets? He's taller. Here goes a medium pacer into ball two. Hits Carmichael, hits it into the onside, brings O'Dane around from long on. It's a single. So that's 12 needed. 12 needed from 11 balls. Score 113 for 6. Charles, he opened from the other end. Clark, he opened from the other end. Get open from the other end. Oh yeah, they changed. You could see Sergeant is in the gloves and Clark is now bowling. Flashing and missing there. Him to have a little bit of steam. So, I got 10 balls to go to get 12 runs. It's 113 for 6. Goes, hits it hard into the offside, finds the man down on the long off boundary, and they've gotten 2 runs. They've gotten 2 runs. Five. 114 it is.
Seemed amazed that he wasn't sent run out. It must have been pretty close.
It was. But the guys efficiently turned as soon. Got in. Here goes Clark in the ball to Carmichael and plays it into the offside, is it? Oh, it's Willett. So the score goes on to 113, are we? 114. You're not checking? Come on, I need to check. Need to check for me. It's coming down right and tight. Way into over number 19 and flaps it beautifully into the offside. They're going to need a couple of boundaries. Singles won't help it at this point in time. They're going to need the odd boundary. 116? 116? 117 for 6. We're in over number 19. So we need that again, just a single. 118 for 6. We need 7 runs. We're in over number 19. 7 runs from 6 balls. Told you it's going to be a ding-dong battle, Curtis. As long as you could bring it back, it would come down to that situation.
Jay Taylor now has a bit of a headache because who is going to bowl that final over? Here's where, if he had kept himself back, I guess it would be Newman. But Jay Taylor, I think, would have been happy had he been bowling this one.
Most likely might be O'Dane. Newman had 2 overs from up that way. I think so.
This is a crucial over.
It's the 20th over. St. Kitts is milling around, trying to kill some time.
I think they're still trying to figure out who is going to bowl this over.
O'Dane is the man that they're going to have to bowl.
There's a big axe here. That's a big axe for O'Dane. No, somebody else is marking out the run. Hanley's marking out his run. It's going to be Hanley. Frankie, who do you think is more nervous right now, the batsman or the bowler?
The pressure is on the fielders. The bowler will be the one who's nervous. Nicely poised. 7 runs needed off of 6 balls. In this T20 Berridge Howell encounter between St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Kitts won by 50 runs last week. Nevis needs 7 runs from 6 balls in order to take the T20 game today. What will...
Frankie, square leg is very vacant. There's a man on the boundary here. Anything played around the corner, you should get a lot of runs.
Square leg is there. Long leg is missing. Trying to Whitechapel him. Carmichael is non-striker as Hanley comes into bowl. So the runs on the shot there. That's Willett. The score goes on to 100 and we need 5 runs. We need 5 runs from 5 balls. Oh, a run on the shot. It's dangerous.
The umpire is not impressed. The umpire is not impressed.
Another cheeky single. Wow. Seem not to be able to find the boundary, but they're picking up the singles. My scorer, how many we need? 5 from 4. Got to check with my scorers here. I got digital, I got manual. Hanley. It's a 5-4 field. Hanley comes in to bowl to Willett. He pulls it hard and high into the gap and it goes. Oh, lovely catch out there in the deep mid-wicket area. Oh, he dropped it. Umpire signals out. Umpire signals out. So the 7th wicket for Nevis is gone. And we need what? 4 runs from 3 balls? We need 4 runs from 3 balls. Yeah. So 3 balls to get 4 runs. It's Pemberton who has come in to replace Willett. Here comes Hanley from the southern end. In to bowl to Pemberton. He pulls it and it comes off the bat onto the pad. And there is no run. They appealed vociferously. The umpire was unmoved. 2 balls, 4 runs. 2 balls, 4 runs.
Chase Taylor has to be a psychologist. He's trying to get into the head of the batsman here. Adjusting the field. It's nervous time. Let me see if I could pick up some faces around.
Yes. There's a little bubble in between. There's a little quiet in between. What will it be? Hanley has the job of bringing St. Kitts home. Pemberton has the job of taking Nevis home. Hits it hard and high into the mid-wicket area. So you need 3 runs from 1 ball. It is Carmichael who is facing. 3 runs needed from 1 ball. What will it be? It comes off of the bat hard. Comes off of the bat hard. And they're home. Looks like the batsman Pemberton is run out. So St. Kitts wins the game by 1 run. Well, Curtis, it came down to the wire. It came down to the wire. St. Kitts held their nerves, kept the pressure on, and he had kudos to Hanley for bowling beautifully. St. Kitts wins by 1 run. And it's 120 to the Nevis in the 20 overs that they batted. St. Kitts made 124 for 7. It is the end of the T20 Berridge Howell Trophy. And it was good strategy, good pressurizing, and Nevis